Hi everyone, my name is Satvik of branch Computer Science and Engineering, Section C, roll number 20951A05G4. The topic which I got for Tech Talk for the subject Programming for Problem Solving using C is Wi-Fi technology. Abstract. Computer networks have played a major role in expanding the operational boundaries in organizations today. Until now, traditional methods of networking, which involves computers wired directly to a hub or switch, are the norm. Recent advances in networking technology have made it possible for devices to communicate using various light and wave emitting technologies. Wi-Fi is a perfect example of one of these emerging technologies, which has enabled computers to communicate with each other without the use of traditional cables. The implementation of Wi-Fi with respect to future market opportunities in the Kingdom of Bahrain will be discussed in this study. Finally, an analysis of various demographics will be outlined with particular concentration on the acceptance of Wi-Fi by the society in the Kingdom of Bahrain. Some concerns along with recommendations which need to be taken into account when using Wi-Fi are also outlined. The internet plays a major role in today's communication, especially when its efficient and cost-effective manner is considered. Unlike other communication tools, internet has been decentralized in such a way that any user can share, retrieve, sell or exchange goods and services with any other internet user within seconds. Earlier in the 1970s to the late 1980s, the internet was owned and funded by the United States government and thus was mainly used for the government communication and research activities, which was highly restricted to academic and military purpose. It was administered by National Science Foundation (NFS). By 1995, however, the NFS stood the administration of the internet. The internet was publicized and commercial use was permitted. Bahrain Telecommunication Company was one of the pioneers to adopt the internet technology. This fact has strengthened position as a leading communication provider in the region. Today, the internet has touched our life in a significant manner. It became part of our daily routine due to the huge benefits we gain. Most companies went online and used the internet to apply e-commerce, which includes advertising, selling, buying, distributing products, and providing customer services. In addition, companies use the internet in business to business and business to consumer transactions. Individuals also use the internet for communication, entertainment, sharing information, buying and selling goods and services. Over the last couple of years, wireless fidelity or Wi-Fi has quickly grown to become the dominant wireless LAN standard because it operates in unlicensed frequency bands. Anyone can set up a Wi-Fi network and cover an area of typically 100 to 500 feet with high-speed wireless access to a LAN and hence to the internet. Unlike other wireless technologies like GSM or CDMA, Wi-Fi has also become a universal standard for result. Wi-Fi components are now on a rapid cost reduction curve as volumes of it and it is widely distributed and used in many different parts of the world. What is Wi-Fi? Wi-Fi is the popular name for the wireless Ethernet 802.11b standard for WLANs, and it refers to the technologies surrounding the radio transmission of the Internet Protocol data from an Internet connection wirelessly to a host computer. Most often, the Internet connection is a higher speed one, such as satellite DSL or cable, rather than slower dial-up connections. It is essentially a wireless connection between your computer and the Internet connection, example DSL router or cable modem in your home. Wireless fidelity Wi-Fi refers to an over-the-air connection with a wireless client and a base between two wireless clients. Wi-Fi is freedom. It allows you to connect without wires to the internet from your couch at bed at home and a bed in a hotel room or a conference room at work. Wi-Fi is a wireless technology like a cell phone. Wi-Fi enables computers to send and receive data indoors and outdoor. Anywhere within the range of a base station, the best thing of all, it is fast. In fact, it's several times faster than the fastest cable modern. The drivers and nature of today's Wi-Fi. Many drivers had evolved over the years that made online banking a must. This time, for planning a trial of local Wi-Fi service at a major shopping mall and a number of hotel lobbies as an alternative to rolling out a 3G network. The plan is based on urban layout and social behavior. In short, the people like to cluster in public places such as shopping malls, coffee houses, and hotels, prime locations for Wi-Fi involvement, as in Bahrain, head of corporate affairs. Bahrains do not need the kind of on-the-move service that 3G is designed to offer. The kingdom has minimal public transport because it has a car culture, so no demand exists there for 3G. I don't see a need for 3G in the home because people will want to use larger screen PCs to access to the net. It's too hot here to sit on the beach and surf the net. So that leaves the shopping malls, coffee shops and hotel lobbies which we can enable with faster Wi-Fi technology. In addition, Bahrain has a higher proportion of youngsters, technology users who will be eager to use this kind of service and Bahrain is a real winner here. You will find as of now in the upcoming future that more and more large businesses and using Wi-Fi certified products in stores throughout the mall. Wi-Fi LAN technology is expanding its use within Wi-Fi certified computers. Employees can use for easy access in communicating with other employee online. Wi-Fi industry growth. The president and CEO of CTIA has argued that wireless data is advancing at a particularly swift clip as more companies introduce more features for consumers and business users alike, from ringtones to picture phones, from text messages to high-speed wireless web browsing. Wireless data is making waves in both the consumer and business marketplaces. Total service revenues rise nearly 13%. US carries earned service revenues of 41.4 billion in the first 6 months of 2003, up from $36.7 billions in the first 6 months of 2002. The future of Wi-Fi. Another interesting aspect of Wi-Fi may be the question of what is the future of Wi-Fi. Has argued in today's vast growing world of telecommunication. Many new products, software and hardware tools are being developed. Computer engineers are working around the clock just to come up with new ideas that may be accomplished until now with wireless networking. The simplicity of placing a computerized device with an access point will allow people to connect to the cyber world. Consequently, the development process is continuing until a certain standard is reached. Even though there is a wide acceptance regarding, people will still be concerned with will things like security and whenever a new technology is being sold in the market, several buyers try to purchase it regardless of its price. But the problem arises when a certain defect might be seen within the product. This is why people are very demanding. They do not want a flawless product to operate with, and in situations like this, manufacturers will strive to produce a product that meets their needs. On the other hand, Lyman has emphasized on the concerns of security and complexity of Wi-Fi. In response to concerns over complexity and security, wireless industry experts promised new standards that should begin appearing in products the next year. Advantages of Wi-Fi. Other advantage of Wi-Fi network is that the availability of Wi-Fi products in the market has increased over the last 3 years. Many companies strive to ensure that users get the most updated software and hardware equipment in order to allow them to access a Wi-Fi network. Due to the wide availability of products in the market, the issue of pricing plays a significant role. Apparently, market forces are a major determinant of the prices available on products today. Also, taking into account mobility is an advantageous aspect of a Wi-Fi network. People will be able to move about the given hotspot without losing the network connection of disadvantages of Wi-Fi. Disadvantage or constraint is placement when using a Wi-Fi network. The frequency specification used is 802.11b, which is the same frequency that many cellular phones, Bluetooth, microwave ovens operate on. So it is in the hands of Wi-Fi users to choose an access point that is not close to one of the devices mentioned, because an interpretation will occur, and this may cause a loss of signal or it may deteriorate the connection. Conclusion: the minimum cost of implementing wireless LAN will ensure that for more users will have wireless enabled laptops than previously envisaged. Intel has already predicted that by the end of 2003, most of all new laptops will employ the new Buniel chip and all new laptops will include wireless LAN. These figures may be high, but still anticipate a rapid growth of Wi-Fi over the coming few months. There are many factors to be considered when deploying a wireless network. The proliferation of access point has reached the point of requiring coordination and standardization to ensure full utilization of the technology. It's in the best interest of the enterprise to adopt a single IEEE 802.11 standard to ensure ubiquitous access for registered and authenticated wireless users. The single standard will also minimize overhead and expenditures that are normally associated with enterprises without technology standardization. Security requirements vary depending on the amount of network traffic and level of secrecy required for the information being exchanged and the applications being used. While professionals users typically require enterprise quality security to allow secure conduct of confidential business, the security requirements of casual low volume home users use their network to print or share files, surf the internet, or exchange email with friends and families tend to be less stringent. Wi-Fi protected access is designed to meet these different requirements by running into two different modes, enterprise and home mode. The password kicks off the encryption process, which in Wi-Fi protected access is called temporal key integrated protocol. It then regularly changes and rotates the encryption keys so that same encryption key is never used again. Finally, as far as computers are concerned, the only form of total security is a computer locked in a room with no cables in or out. In all aspects of computing, security will always be an issue, as hackers are usually one step ahead of the business world. Thus, as with everything, you have to balance security with how valuable you think the data is which you are protecting. The more security you use, the more expensive it is and the more inconvenience to your users. There are mainly different types of hackers that will try to hack your wireless network. All of them have one common goal, such as the war drivers who are mainly just out for free internet, or the more intelligent hacker who use your internet as a potential source. With this, we have come to the end of the topic. Thank you.